Yesterday, we have created characters. In the PR, total PR value field, it has to read. In that field, if value is satisfied some value, then the PR has to release that header level. Then you create a character for the PR total value field. So yesterday we have created for the field GFWRT E1 PR total value in change mode. I'm showing once again. So in this character is defined in the PR table in the total PR value field. In case is satisfied any of this amount, then approval is required. If this amount satisfied one release strategy, if this amount satisfied different strategy. For this amount, what strategy there in that strategy, you maintain release force, which release force has to approve the PR. In case this amount is satisfied in PR, then define one more strategy. In that strategy, maintain this is the amount. In whichever PR this amount is satisfied, then in the strategy you maintain which release force has to approve the PR. And the currency, that field is currency type. Enter in the PR single value, interval value allowed, these are all. And you create one more character in this class. That is what PR plant. In the PR, one more character created in the PR item row. Plant is satisfied as 4478. Then only release strategy, not only value. Plant also. Then you create, okay, in the CBON, that is in the PR structure, in the plant field, this value satisfied one release strategy. Suppose this value satisfied different release strategy. Then you can select here single value, means in one strategy you want to allow only one value, only one plant. But for both the plants, same release strategy. Then you select here multiple value. Later in release strategy, you can select both the plants with checkbox symbol. And as usual, restrict these two characters for release strategy only. Again, you group these two characters in one class. So in last class, I think release PR underscore header something. Okay. This is created, I think. Yes, put in the change mode. No. PR underscore header. Real underscore PR underscore.
After the PR plant, we went to edit class IMG settings.
We have not created class, huh?
No, sir.
This is defined yesterday. Yeah. I think these two characters, not yet created class. This class is defined or not?
Yes, sir. PR release header in edit class, but
what is the name of the class?
PR underscore REL underscore header.
Yeah, correct. So here, total value 1 character, release PR plant 1 character. Okay, in this character, these values, and in this character, for plant field, these plants. Next, back to MD, set procedure with classification. Set up procedure with classification. Enter. Click release group. Now we are defining one release group for releasing the PR at header level. This group is responsible for releasing the PR at header level. New entries. To define one release group. Overall release means this group responsible to release the PR at header level. What is that class? PR underscore REL underscore header. But here different classes are there, no? It allows because item level you can have one class, for header level different class. But for all item level release groups, same class. For all header level release groups, must be same class. Header release group. For all release PR class description.
Sir, for the total PR thing, we have only 2 classes, right? Item, we have only 1 class. Header, we have a multiple classes, right, sir? For the image.
You can have multiple release groups for header, but all header level release groups class must be same. And without the checkbox item level release, you can have multiple release groups for item level, but all the release groups must assign to a same class. But item level release class and header level release class can be different. You create one more release group 03, that also checkbox tick mark, but you must assign same this class.
Okay, header point of the clear header, we can create multiple for item.
Item also. You can create one more release group from Z1, that also item level, same class.
We need to use the same class only.
Yeah. It's same. Back to forward. Click release ports. New entry. Now in release group 02, you define release ports something. You can enter the name of the person or designation. Nothing. Better. Release group and column. Release code. Workflow role description. Is optional. defined in release group n number of release codes. But in release strategy, you can maintain maximum release codes 8 only. Back to Papa. Release indicators already defined, na? You can use it. Click release strategies. New entry. So release group 02 to release the PR at that level. But this release group, whenever releasing the PR, then you create strategy. For which strategy PRs they have to release. Suppose 01. PR value, suppose 10,000 to 1 lakh. Okay. Suppose these two people have stopped through 10 and 11. Right. Release group 02. Release strategy 01. Strategy 1, strategy 2. Any 2-digit code. It's release code underline 10, 11. Then is plant manager 11 plant in charts. Something. Is it nice? Take release prerequisites. So to release the PR in this sequence it will release. To release the PR by 10, no prerequisite. PR can release directly by 10. PR has to release by release code 11, prerequisite is 10. So for release code 11, you are making 10 is the prerequisite. Write down this diagram. Click continue. Click release statuses button. No one is released. PR status is blocked. 10 is released, then RFQ. Release for RFQ. 10, 11 both are released. Suppose the PR can release for RFQ and PO. RFQ and PO both are possible. Right, 10, 11, side by side. Release indicator. Right, checkbox, uncheck. Yes, in bracket block. Checkbox first, tick mark for 10. 1, in bracket release for RFQ. Checkbox, tick mark, all the checkboxes, tick mark. 2, release for RFQ / PO. So the PR can release. If these two people have approved, then the PR release for RFQ or PO. You can create RFQ or PO for that PR item. Not item, and total entire PR. Click continue button. Let's save. Up to here, you can save the request number. But when the strategy has to subject in PR to approve by these people means you have to enter in the classification. Click classification button. Now this release group assigns to one class. Okay, in that class you have 2 characters. In the 2 characters, whatever fields are there, that field technical names, descriptions are coming. That field names, that for that field what description is there, that description is coming. Now here in the PR header level, total PR value 10,000 to 1 lakh. If you want to enter different amount, you want to enter any value in the release strategy. In the release strategy, you want to enter any value. Then in character, in CT04, while creating this character, in CT04 T code, in value tab, additional value checkbox is there. If you select any value, you can enter. If you don't select additional value, this column will not come. This field will not come. You have to use the values defined in the character only. So 10,000 to 1 lakh plan. About 779. You practice your own, one more character, you create a character. In character, you select multiple value option, then all the plans will come with checkbox tick mark. You select both the plans. Now maintain in some item rows this plan, some item rows this plan. Check it whether release strategy will subject or not to header level. Next back. Let's save. But if your ILV is greater than 1 lakh, then again plant general manager also has to approve. Then you have to create one more strategy. Next, click next entry. Right on release group 02. Release strategy 02. PR value greater than INR. Right on release group 02. Release strategy 02. So here release code underline below 10, 11, 12. Click release requisites button. Okay, see here difference. PR has to release by 10, no prerequisite. 11 has to release, then prerequisite is 10. 12 has to release, then prerequisite 10, 11. First listen. Now, you see the status, it will come like this. Nobody released, then blocked. Only 10 released, still I want blocked, or anything you can select. 10 is released, 11 is released, that is plant manager, plant in charge, both are released. In case PR item value greater than 1 lakh, both are then. If only 10 is released, still you should not send RFQ. You should not create RFQ for the PR. But both 10 and 11 plant manager, plant in charge released, then at that time at least RFQ. Then 1. But all are released, then RFQ, RPO. This is normal. But in the prerequisite, both are the equal managers. Okay? So if 10 has to release, directly you can release, no prerequisite. 11 has to release, then prerequisite is 10. If 10 is released, then only 11 can release. But if 10, 11 releases, then PR status to release RFQ or PO. But 11 is not in office, is in leave, then 12 can release. Then for 12 also I can make only 10 is the prerequisite, not 11. So for both the release code, same prerequisites means these two are for the 11 release code, 12 is the parallel release code. Okay, when same prerequisites are there for both the release codes, then for release code 11, release code 12 is the prerequisites, parallel release code. So in that case, what we'll do is, it will come differently. No one released, it is blocked. Only 10 is released, suppose RFQ. But 10 is released, but PO not possible. Only 10 is only RFQ possible. 10 is released, but 11 has to release. But 11 is not in office, he is in leave, then 12 can release. If 12 releases, then it is released for RFQ or PO. 10 is released and 11 is released, then also it has to release to RFQ and PO. Both PO and RFQ both are possible for the PR. Okay, like that you can select. This is one option. Suppose 10 is for release code 10, no prerequisite. That's why for 10, checkbox is not there. So directly 10 can release. But PR has released by 11, prerequisite is 10. PR has released by 12, prerequisite 10 and 12. But he is the boss. He can release directly at any time without releasing 10 and 11 also. Okay? So if 10 is released, only it is block status. 11 is released after releasing prerequisite 10. If 11 releases, then the PR we can release for RFQ only, for example. But 12 is released, then the PR is released to create RFQ and PO. There is RFQ and PO possible for the PR. But 12 has to release, then no prerequisite. You can directly release that without releasing 10, without releasing 11. 12 can release. So for release code 12, 10 and 11 prerequisites I am not selecting. Then the diagram will come differently here. No one is releasing block status. 10, 11 not at release, urgency is there, directly 12 can release. If 12 releases, you select RFQ and PO possible. Only 10 released, but 11 also not released, still it is blocked, for example. Or 1 also you can select. 10 is released, but 11, next person 11 has released, but his urgency is there, directly 12 can release. If 12 releases main general manager, then it has to allow and RFQ BO both are possible. 10 releases, 11 releases, then only RFQ. Then 10 releases, 11 releases, RFQ possible, but again 12 also releases, then only RFQ and PO possible. So it depends on your requirements. So now I am selecting here this. We'll see. Click release prerequisites. Next time select prerequisites for each release code. Next click continue button. Next time click release status button. Next select release indicators for release codes. Next time click continue button. Next save. Next click classification button. Oh, we have taken a different release code 02. In that code bar is mistakenly like this. Now, when this strategy has subject, if PR, total value of PR, not item, all items total value greater than 1 lakh, and the plant in all item row must be, if single plant is there, in all item rows, plant must be same. But some line items is plant and some line item 4479. But in this strategy, 4478 plant only selected, then it will not subject strategy. Next click classification button. Next time character description, characteristic value. Return total value of PR greater than 10,000, sorry, greater than 1 lakh INR. You have to open the drop down, you have to select plant item 4478. Next, here no save button. You have to next back and save. You can simulate here. If simulate, you can simulate release. See, even directly 12 can release. Or suppose no one is released, then yes, means block status. But before releasing 10 and 11, release possible directly by release code 12 also. If 12 release, then it is released for RFQ and PO. Okay? Suppose if only 10 released, block them. Now 11, next sequence. But before releasing 11, you can directly release by 12. Then also it is released for RFQ. It is simulation. back and save. But if you see here, we have some more strategies yesterday defined with the release group 01. What class? With the class, we define release strategy S1, S2. In the S1, with if plant is 4478, value is in item row. This group is defined not overall release checkbox. This group defined as item level. Overall release checkbox is not selected, item level. Then any item having plant 4478, item value, not total PR value, only particular item value in the value center, 10,000 to 10,000, account assignment category, cost center. Then in my PR, these values satisfied, as well as the release strategy 0, header level release group release strategy 01 or 02 also satisfied, then header only it will take. Because when you create PR with some document type, but in document type customization, if document overall release is selected for document type NB, then header level release strategy only will subject. So some items satisfied item level release strategy, but this document type will not trigger item level release strategies. Okay? Right, test scenario. Create PR. Test scenario. Step 1, create PR. ME51N. Document type NB. Any document type customized with this checkbox. Any document type customized with this checkbox, the document types PRs will release the header level. Account assignment category 1 column, item category 1 column, first item number, account assignment category, item category, material number, quantity, plant. Still, I am allowing in some line items, cost center, standard, material, quantity, plant. Okay. Just same item also. Don't know what materials are there. I think R3 also there. Okay. Account assignment category, KK, third item, item 10, 20, 30, third item. Item 10, 20, 30, K, blank, R1, R2, R3. If you enter account assignment category, then account assignment tab, GL account, manually enter or automatically will pick. If not determined automatically, you must enter some consumption GL account, search in the drop down. The GL account is defined in your company code by FI module. Don't enter any value. All GL account will display created in this company code. Search the GL account with the consumption. GL account number will confuse, but with the description, it created the GL account. Consumption. Suppose this GL account like that you can select. Okay. But this part item, first item no errors. Now value of the first item is how much? 20,000. But you have item level release strategy also. But this slide item 10, account estimate category case satisfied, 4478 plan satisfied, item value 10,000 to 20,000 between, then strategy S1 in the 0 release group, strategy S1 satisfied. But you are not able to see release strategy tab. Why? Because document type NB is only item level. In case you take some other document type which is not overall release, suppose ENB you take it, then it is not item level release. Now it will subject for item 10. Now it is satisfied. Item level release strategy is satisfied. Then you can see the release strategy. Now I am selecting NB. Now write down account assignment tab underline GL account number. You are using ECC 4 lakh GL account number. Here 51150 GL accounts predefined. If in case it is not determined automatically, enter this GL account in yes corner. The ECC cost center numbers you have to create in company code. In the CO module, FICO module, some cost center. But in your company code, it is not yet created cost center. How to create cost center? One file is there. I am sharing you now. In your own company code, you can customize cost center in CO module. So in PR with the document type NB, in document type NB customization, overall release only. But overall release PR, now it will search is any strategy defined. Okay, here. So you create a release group 02 and you assign one class. Then in this with this class characteristic values, overall release, header level release strategies there are not with this release group. It will check where release codes are defined already in release group, release code 02, release codes, again release strategies, it will search here. Now with the release group 02, this release group 02 defined for overall release means header level release. Then it will see with that release group 02 any strategy is defined. Suppose 01, 02 both are defined. But in the first release strategy 01, you entered PR total value 10,000 to 1 lakh. And the plan is 4478 in all items. Okay, now in PR first line item value, in first item row, plant is 4478, some material quantity. But in valuation tab, this item value, one piece is 200 rupees. Sorry. In the first line item, one piece is 110 rupees. Then for total 10 piece, 1100. Though it is satisfied with item level release strategy, but it won't subject it any release strategy because this document type customization will trigger only release strategy, header level release strategy defined with the release group 02. But second line item, again you enter here in second line item also. Loading point you have to enter here, the second line item. We entered already GL account and cost center number in the second line item also. But second line item also satisfied item level release strategy, account estimate category K, plant and the item value. Okay, but it is also item value 10,000, greater than 10,000, strategy 0 to item level, but it is not subjected item level because it is header level document release strategy, document type NB. but this value is how much? 20,000. Third item, without accomplishment category. So item level release charge is not satisfied, but third item, now third item value, one piece cost 200, then 200 piece cost 1 piece cost 200, then 200 piece is 40,000. But first line item value 1,100, second line item value 20, then 21,000 something, third item value 40,000. Now it is satisfied. Strategy S1 in the customization, header level release strategy 10,000 to 1 lakh range is there. Strategy 01. 01 strategy is subject, not item level. You can see now release strategy tab in header level. So it is not showing. Then click check. If you click check, then only header level release strategy will display. Item level, no need to click check, directly it will show. But if you don't check and it is not showing, but you save, but automatically it will save. It will store. It will take. Right on. Next. Observe total value in valuation in item level in valuation tab. Observe total values for all line items. Next. All items total value exceeds all items total value is 10,000 to 1 lakh or greater than 1 lakh. And in all items plant is 4478. Then relevant release strategy will subject at header level. Relevant release strategy will subject at header level. So further you have to click check button by clicking check button. Suppose you save it. Now you try to create PO in Mi21M. Just now created PR report. You can take PR number. No? So this PR having 3 items. Select this PR. Instead of entering in item row manually, PR number item 10, next PR number item 20 like that. In document overview, you can select PRs and adopt this. Okay. Then it copied all the PRs, enter the vendor. Review item, enter the order price. It is different in the PO. Now, actually it has to throw error here as PR not releasing. But here for PO document type NB, it is activated something Lakshmi workflow. That's why it should not accept it because it is not a releasing PR. No? maybe one message number will come as PR not released. That message number is controlled as warning or error, but or no message. I think no message option is selected. Just a minute. So it is hitting message with one number with the description as PR not released, but that message number not maintained here or maintained that message number but selected as no message. So we need to search it. In the application 06 normally triggers. In that 06, this message number is what? 55. Search in the 55 is not there now. So now what I'll do is I'll copy %00 standard for all user IDs. Then here message number 50 PR. Is item level. As error. You will also enter the PR number.
Sir, and you are experienced, right? So you have expected a meaningful message, but from my point of view, how I can get to that message?
In the PR. In the PR number. No? Not that message, different message. So it is item level if PR is not aligned. you have to search with the description. So it will take time to identify that exact message. So in this message settings, it has to throw error, but the message number not maintained in the table. Maintain that message number, then you will get the message as we are not at release. Okay. Yeah, you are asking something?
Yes, sir. How we can find out if there is any application area or
Application area 06 means for purchasing documents. When you are preparing purchasing documents.
Okay, we need to go to that application area and we need to search for this total.
Yeah, with the description, you have to search in this area all the message numbers. In the 06 area, purchasing document area, for again that 06 related all message numbers are there with description. So if some invalid is there in PO, then what message number has to trigger, they will write in the program. Then we have to maintain that message number here as warning or error. I will search and maintain it. Now you write. Save PR. Next step, release PR. ME 54L. Now here you can release PR at header level only. Click other PR button. Next, enter PR number. Next, click enter. But by default, last PR will come. But it is not coming your PR, then you have to enter your PR. Now, if nobody is released, still you can edit. But if release indicator yes is defined, in the release indicator yes is showing currently. For purchase requisition, as per 01 release strategy, okay, both are not at release, yes, only 10 release 1, both are released 2. But whenever it is yes is the status, then here for release indicator yes, you maintain. Release for RFQ not possible, PO not possible. It has to throw error at the time of PO, but that message number not maintained. That's why it is not coming message in the PO. Though without release PR, it is allowing. Now here change is possible now. If you change, then instead of 01 release strategy, if 02 satisfied, then again it has to release from beginning. So now the change is possible in the PR. Now in ME54N or ME52N, you can change the details. But you given what you can change in this field selection, quantity unit of measure you cannot change. You remember this field selection. So you cannot edit the quantity. Let's enter one more item row. You go to change mode, display mode, enter one more item. After me, the item, you cannot add the next item. Hello? Sorry. Don't think you can change the value. వచ్చినాడా ఆయన ఇదిగో వచ్చినాడా నువ్వు పోయినావు అయితే ఓకే సార్ but it is not allowing as per field selection quantity, and item row also it is not allowing to edit because field selection is Z01, item also not possible to edit. Okay, anyway. Now, next go to release strategy tab in enter level and click release button. If you release, now you can create RFQ, but PO not possible. But you will save and come out. Again, next person release code 11 login with user ID. You will also come and review. Then again, you will also release and save. Okay. But I am not saving. Let's see, is it possible in ME51 changes? Yeah, in ME52N, you can add one more item. Suppose enter one more item, same material also you can give. Maybe another 300. Another without accounts in category also. But now, third item, fourth item value is 60,000. Second, third item value 40,000. Then 1 lakh. Again, this item value 20,000 means it is exceeded 1 lakh. If it is greater than 1 lakh, your strategy now not 01 strategy, 02 strategy. Then you click check button. Now new release strategy determined now. Though already some release codes released, but because of changes, now it is satisfied new release strategy. Then it is subjected new release strategy. Then in new release strategy again, these three people has to release. Then again you have to release where ME54N. Now again. Now, first 10 can release, but 11 cannot release because for 11 prerequisite is 10 not released. But for 12, for final manager, also it is showing release possible because for 12 release code we have not maintained any prerequisite. That's why if you click it, now it is release for RFQ and PO. Directly can release. Suppose I am cancelling again. Suppose only 10 released. Still it is blocked. Now 11 can release, but before releasing 11, 12 also can release directly. Then also it is released for RFQ and PO. That is the option. And save. In the process. Hello? వాళ్ళు పోయినారట లేదా లేట్ అయిందని ఇల్లు ఇచ్చినారట. Okay. Now, in real time project, your client is asking approval for PR is required. In what conditions? Suppose they will tell account assignment category cost center, but particular cost center number entered in the PR. In the PR, in any PR item, if account assignment, if cost center number is entered, but this cost center number administration department, one more cost center number 1002, maybe marketing department like that. Then for if cost center is 1001, not account assignment category. Instead of that, cost center is 1001 and the value above 1000 up to 10,000. Plant is this, then one approval by some people, the cost center managers. But plant is same, value is above 1000 up to 10,000, but cost center is 1002, but to that cost center different managers, then different release strategy, and that different release strategy, different release codes. Likewise, you can define. Sometimes client wants approval If metal group is some metal group, if you are requesting to purchase particular steel items or particular electronic items, for example, 02 release code, metal group is 02 or 03, any of these two release metal groups are there, and the value of the item is some amount, then approval is required. Sometimes metal group is 02 or 03 and the purchase group is 001, plant is 44778. Then that materials, whenever wants to purchase by that purchase group people in this plant, then the purchase group managers has to approve. Then one strategy. In that strategy, characters are what? Metal group one character, plant is one character, purchase group one character. Now you create a release group with release codes. Later you create one strategy. In that strategy, with these three characteristic values, specify which release codes has to approve. So characters can be for PR, not only item value, metal group, purchase group, etc. also. Okay? This is how you can define. So if you see that, for 7 AM bags, for purchase orders, already released procedures are defined. Okay, and you practice these release strategies, already we discussed here. Suppose in for PO, document type is any of this document type, order value in the header level greater than some amount. But plant also you can add the character in the PO release strategy. Normally plant will be in the item level, but all external purchasing documents will release only header level. That's why we not use plant item level field as character, but still in PO you created a character for plant also. Then in your release strategy, plant also you maintain. Then in all item rows, plant must be same. In any one item row, different plant is there. It won't subject release strategy. You can practice this. Okay. You can also define for particular vendor POs creating with the document type NBRFO, and purchase organization is something, but order value is total order value in the PO header level some amount. But in PO particular vendor is there. To that vendor POs I want approval in case it exceeded some limit. Then you create these strategies. Okay. And same way you release strategy also explain for PO contract. Then you define release strategy for contracts. Okay. So where you can define release strategy for contract? For purchase order, the release procedures here. We discussed it. And there only you can define, but even in contract path also, now you define here also. Okay. And for the ATM, I will explain again PO contract separately. At the time, I will explain to you. Okay. So scheduling agreement also it is given. Release procedure for PR, I have taken these three already completed. For PR header level. Suppose you can also see release strategy for PR item level. It is taken. Whatever you want, you try. Even some release strategy you define. Plant, item value, accomplishment category, metal group, purchase group also. Then you create a character. One release strategy with this characteristic value, then this release course. Okay. Just go through this and define. But 8 AM for you, only PR release strategies only in that file you practice. It is old method. You write some interview questions. Maximum in release strategy. Sorry, question. Maximum how many release codes in release strategy? Answer 8. Next, in your project, how many strategies are there for PR? And for external purchasing documents. So how you tell? It is not fixed. Just they want to test you. So if you show project for very big client,